If I don't have a good night's sleep fairly soon, I'm going to end up throttling someone inadvertently. I'm not joking, I'll lose my rag.
I want a bed to sleep in that I'm not going to get soaking wet.
It absolutely p***ed down last night. Everyone was awake and everyone was just so wet through. I was sat there and I was just thinking, what am I doing here? I feel kind of
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah.
I feel like I've had a couple of pints.
Can't move my legs. I've sat up, I just can't move.
Has the bed paralysed you?
Yeah.
That's great.
Completely numb from down.
6 a.m. Last night, a violent tropical storm battered the island. After a desperate struggle, the group managed to save their fire with a small temporary shelter. But the men themselves had no protection from the elements.
Video diary. I don't know what day it is. I don't know if it's day 2, day 3. Still no sleep after getting on the island. I think I've had about, honestly, swear to God, an hour's sleep. I can't do it. I've got to think about myself now, you know?
Yeah.
I've been up all f***ing night. I'm a mess because of it.
Sleep really is critical to survival because it affects our physical and our mental health. When you get enough of it, it helps your body to recover, to heal, you process thoughts, process memories, but when you don't get enough of it, that's when you become careless, it affects your decision-making abilities, and it can even lead to depression.
Young fella? What's up?
No, I'm struggling a bit, I think, at the moment.
With?
The mentality of it all. You know what I mean? I think you got to get yourself in, like, in the zone, as it were. And I'm struggling to find the zone at the moment.
I'm really worried about Joe. He's just kind of wandering around, sitting down, head in his hands. Kind of looks like he's feeling sorry for himself, really. And he's obviously missing home.
What's her name?
Charlotte.
Maximum 3.
You miss her, mate, don't you?
So we made it in 2.
Yeah. Best thing that happened to me, huh?
How long have you been together?
5 years. For the first time ever since I met her that I've gone 24 hours without speaking to her, so...
In fact, you might.
Come on, dude, hug it out.
You'll be fine, mate. You'll be absolutely fine. I promise you. You'll be fine, honestly.
If I don't have a good night's sleep fairly soon, I'm going to end up throttling someone inadvertently. I'm not joking, I'll lose my rag.
I want a bed to sleep in that I'm not going to get soaking wet.
The group are relying on their 2 builders, Andy and Paul, to construct a new watertight shelter. But both have a very different idea about where to put it.
We need to pick a location to build this shelter on.
Correct.
We have 2 potential locations. Andy, is your place on the beach?
Yeah. We can clear these little bits of thicket and brush easily.
Yeah?
Look, we've got a pit there for a fire pit. This is absolutely perfect camp. Job's good.
Is this is not Andy's, is it?
You're more exposed to the tides, you're more exposed to the weather, and we're going to get bitten to smithereens by sandflies.
It's not an option.
No way.
Andy's camp, it looks like it'll flood at the tidal surge. There's plastic bottles everywhere. I think we'll get bitten to shit.
Pointless. Give me my opinion, mate. Nobody listened to me.
I would love to have come down here for Andy's sake and gone, this is brilliant, mate.
Yeah.
But the trouble is, we walked in here and I kept my mouth shut, but within 30 seconds, everyone went, are you joking?
I'm a builder. People get me in to fix anything. Customers phone me up to put their IKEA bedroom stuff together. It's not worth it.
With Andy's site rejected, Paul shows the men his preferred location.
Because it's elevated, this is not really going to get that wet.
It's got a fairly good canopy. We can all sleep here on the dry.
Correct. You've got a nice little breeze coming through as well.
Yeah, I like this place.
Right, what do you want me to do, Paul?
Well, what we need now, cross members.
I've bitched about Paul being a volcanic rhinoceros, but you know what? He's single-minded, but he makes clear decisions and sticks by them. And he's been right more than he's been wrong so far.
Ah! We're saved. We'll be all right now. Knew there was power on the island.
How you find it?
I'm a bit shocked at how
Difficult.
how difficult it's been.
We're all here doing the same shit.
Yeah.
We're all not sure whether we see it, bush.
Determined to boost Joe's morale and keep his mind off home, father of 3 Vic has asked him to join in with the shelter build.
It's a challenge. A challenge. You'll adapt to all this quicker than any of us will. Far quicker. It's a case of making sure everybody guides everybody else in the right direction. I do firmly believe we will become an excellent team to the point of becoming almost like a tribe.
Can we just say, building camp at the top of a steep hill in the middle of rainy season is the stupidest idea ever had.
A chain is only as strong as its weakest link.
And I'm obviously the weakest link.
Joe, you're not the weakest link, you're just missing home. It's a natural thing to feel.
Yeah.
I think some people do think I'm the weakest link, mate.
I don't
Do you think that?
I don't think
No, but I think you do.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
Crikey, what's made you think that?
Day one when I met you, you've been shouting orders at me from
Have
day
I?
dot.
No.
But we're carrying stuff in and out of a jungle, and I've got a really heavy rucksack on my back, and you're saying, Joe, I think it's a good idea if you do this. Joe, I think it's a good idea if you do that. Now, you've not been shouting orders at anyone else, but I think you feel that I'm the youngest, therefore, naturally, you've got some authority over me. And that's been grinding on me a little bit.
Joe intimated that I'd been giving him a hard time, which I truly have only tried to be positive with everybody. I was devastated. You're being aggressive.
So you are.
You're being passive-aggressive, and that's not fair. All right?
He just told me I'm being passive-aggressive when we're having a laugh.
However bad your situation is, you can't wallow in negativity. You know, survival is about dogged determination, learning from your failures, and never giving up. And Churchill once said a great quote. He said, if you're going through hell, keep going.